Okay.
Bismillah, Assalamualaikum. Hello guys, we back again dengan podcast kami episod ketiga, like a few minutes after episode 2 tadi. So today we have another guest speaker, Nafis.
Yeah.
Cakap hello sikit.
Hi.
Okay, so today the topic we're going to talk about is
Community.
community. Yes. So
Guys,
siapa nak open?
what comes to your mind when you hear the word community? Let's reflect on it. Let's ponder on it. Ask Nafis. Nafis, what do you think community means to you?
I think community means select like bias, not bias. I mean like bias in a good way. Yeah.
Honestly, I understand where he's coming from because
Yeah.
you choose who to mingle with. You
Yes.
choose the people you allow into your lives, and you
Yes.
choose the people, the social setting that you are comfortable to be in and want to be in, and
Yes.
is best for you.
Yes.
So I don't know. How about you, Lukman? Like, what do you think community is?
Community is a collective of people yang have common interest and common goal. Usually, in order for them to be a community, diorang kena ada some sort of common interest lah. Like something yang keeping them together, you know. The sense of relatability, the sense of familiarity and friendliness between each other. So community doesn't have to be big. A community can consist of 5, 6 or 7 people, but but yeah, that's the thing about community. In my perspective, it doesn't have to be a lot. Yes.
How about you, Anis? What's community to you?
I don't know if this is weird, but the very, very, very first thing that comes to my mind when I imagine community is legit like the like emoji of people just like berganding bahu. Yeah, like you know,
That's hugging lah.
no, but like a lot of people. I just
the family,
like just like the family and then just like berganding bahu. That's what I think about community. You know, we learned this the multimodal discourse. It might be symbol. It might be the icon.
Might be index.
Might be index. Yeah, that's what
Yes,
I think
yes.
when I imagine community.
Community.
But yeah, very much a combination of everything that has been said. A collective group of people that share a common,
Common ground.
not really common interest, just like common ground. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so important.
To me, this, especially in your early 20s and your early adulthood lives, it's so important that you choose the right community to blend into, or you choose, because again, the first part where Nafi said is all about select, because you have free will. We're talking about free will now.
True.
You have the choice and the option to mix with whoever you want to mix. And if we're going off personal experiences, Alhamdulillah, I am given the privilege to work at a cafe where I meet so many people, so many like different backgrounds and lifestyles, and we get to bond over the littlest things, whether it be like common interests or hobbies, or like what's the word, like
Humor.
humor, or
Exactly.
just childhood. Like sebab we're all in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, you don't have to come from the same place. Like all of us, we're all from different states.
Yes.
I grew up in Kedah.
Nani.
I grew
Langkawi.
up in Perak and Terengganu.
I was born in Sabah and grew up in Pahang. No. My house is in Pahang and I grew up in KL.
I was born from a very young age. No, I was born in Pahang, but I was raised in Langkawi.
Langkawi.
And those little like differences, even though we don't share that common childhood or like whatever, we can still bond over other things. And going back to the cafe, when I meet new people, this sense of community again, select, like you choose who you want to talk to, who you choose who you want to
Shout out
see
Yesterday.
again. Shout out
Shout out Yesterday Cafe. Dekat Bandar Taman Sri Permaisuri. Please come over.
It's a cafe that I work at, and so again, the whole thing about community is because I've had friends from the cafe who were customers. they were customers at first, and then they became friends of mine, and they kept on telling me how if it weren't for this cafe, if it weren't for the fact that they just came here to grab a cup of coffee, they wouldn't have the community that they have today, which is a safe
True.
place,
True.
a safe area where they can meet up and just talk with strangers, but know that even these strangers, we can still find those little similarities that we can bond over. So yeah, I'm forever grateful for this space, this safe space, and for my friends who I've met outside the cafe and from the
Yes,
cafe.
yes.
Yeah.
I can vouch for Afi. I've met her customer friends quite a lot of times, and I can say that there's a sense of community there. The people of the cafe and everyone is so friendly, everyone is so welcoming to each other that I feel like macam dorang ni dah kenal lama ke, like do each of them know each other longer? And like no, they met like 2 times dekat cafe ni, what? And they bonded so well with each other because again the sense of community. Yes.
Invisible strings.
True. Thank you, guys. Also, I want to impose a question. Why why do you guys think it's important to build a community of your own, especially in your 20s? Why is it like very important to have a community in your
Hafiz,
20s?
last
Can. Hmm.
Let's ponder on
From my
that.
own perspective lah,
Okay.
No,
Ke podcast.
I feel like when you grow older, you have this sense of responsibility. And bila kau dah besar, kan kau ada responsibilities, you have a tend to be macam at your downfall.
Oh.
So you need friends, you need your community, you need your friends lah to support you, to guide you if you have anything wrong. Macam kalau contoh kau inalillah apa inalillah nauzubillah kau something happen to you, nauzubillah, kalau kau tak ada community kau, so there's no one for you to call. Mungkin 911 tapi but that's not your community. So yeah.
True. Especially because I feel like since we come from different backgrounds, we all each might have gone through something in our teenagers, those unhealed wounds from our teens that follow us into our 20s. They have no place to go to. Like these wounds, they just don't heal by itself, and healing
Yes.
them on your own is a very difficult process, especially when you're doing it all alone. So in your 20s, it is a very devilish phase of your life because you are ascending into adulthood carrying these wounds from your teenagehood. So it's a baggage on its own. And also you're carrying another baggage that comes with your current life. So having a community is important for you to, unwind and to take a break from all the unlearning and learning that you have had to do. So having people that you can, just sit down and
Be yourself.
be yourself. Yes, be yourself. Let down. It's a very
Healing.
it's a precious thing. Yeah.
True.
It's a very precious space that you have, and it is all for yourself and for the people that you have. Aku cakap apa? Like you guys get what I mean.
I get it.
It's precious for you and for them.
Yeah.
For your community.
Yeah, it's a space for you and for them. Just a space of your own. Like, yeah. That's why I think it's important, especially entering your 20s, to have that community. Yeah. To find it, to build it, I don't know. There's a very famous TikTok sound that comes from, I think, Sex in the City. Sometimes it's the family you're born into, and sometimes it's the one you built for yourself. I think that resonates a lot with the topic of community because
This idiom.
yeah,
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the wombs. You see?
Oh.
You see? Kan orang kata, people say blood is thicker than water. They want to emphasize yang macam family is more important than friends, right? But the idiom as a whole is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the womb of the water. Than the water of the womb. Faham tak? Faham tak? Maknanya macam the relationship, the bonds that you choose are stronger than the bond that you were born with. Yes, yes.
That is actually so fire. That is so true. And it all comes back to what Nafi said. Macam first listening by what do you mean community is select, but that's so true because you choose. You have free will and you have a responsibility in a sense of who you choose to let into your life, and with whoever you are vulnerable with comes consequences and all that. But just believe that if you trust someone enough to open up to them, build a community with them, it will always come with ups and downs. So just be ready and be, what's the word, courageous enough, brave enough to even try. Because if you don't try, and if you're not brave enough to try to talk to a stranger or make new friends or belong to a community, you might end up alone, and that's the scariest part. If anyone were to ask me what my biggest fear is, to end up alone, because loneliness, it eats you. It eats you up when you have no one else to talk to, no one else to lean on and to believe in. Because I know at the end of the day, you only have yourself, which is true, but you also have God, inshallah, if you are a spiritual person, if we're talking in a spiritual sense. But also, just one single friend makes an entire difference. Right? What's the whole 8 minutes thing? Can you share about the 8 minutes? The TikTok, all you need is 8 minutes with a friend.
Oh yeah. So thing is, I saw a TikTok that said we don't always check up on each other as friends, okay? But thing is, when when we are when it matters most, and when we're in a very hard time, reaching out to friend uh helps so much. And as a friend, we just have to give 8 minutes of our time to help our friend feel better. You know, that person can be down in the dumps, and you give them that 8 minutes, and they might feel fresh, might feel good as new again.
And you know what's the best thing about selecting your people? That selection comes with trust, and you're putting your trust in this person that they're a good person and they're a good influence for you in your life. And you trust that the people that they're surrounded with is also good people because you know this person is good. So, like for example, I think I've talked about this like 100 million times. I have so much trust in my friends that I trust that whoever they introduce me to is gonna add goodness in my life too. Because I trust that good people for good are good for good people. And you're putting this very delicate thing called trust in their hands. And you trust that they're you know, they also
Want the best for you.
want the best for you. Because they also want the best for themselves, and that is by surrounding them with the people that are good for them. Yep. And it's just like abundance and abundance and abundance and abundance. Macam tu. So yeah, guys, do not be afraid to have selection. Yes.
Build your own community. Build your own community. Pick your own people. Don't be afraid
Yep.
to make the wrong decision. Okay, it's okay to pick the wrong person at first, but then when you feel that okay, this is not my people, this is not my person, it's okay to let them go. Okay, like that's the thing about community. You can select your people, and it's not wrong. You're not wrong for wanting to surround yourself with the people that you feel comfortable with. Yes, don't. I read this a lot of times. It's better to admit that you went through the wrong door than staying in the wrong room the rest of your life. Yes. Yes.
Exactly. That is a very insightful look. Yeah. Why you do?
When you notice that you're being around the wrong person, it's okay to leave and choose your people.
Yeah. But that all comes down to having the courage to first try and want to be involved in society Because if you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to talk to people, meet new people, then you will never know how much goodness there is out there. So try, put yourself in positions you've never been in. Go to a cafe or join theater or go to a class, do something new. So what I would like to say to take away from all of this is if you don't have the courage to want these things, you will never get it. So be brave enough to make the first step in putting yourselves out there and meeting new people. Betul tak, Nafis?
Trust who?
Well, trust me, and I'll set you free.
And I guess that is it for episode 3.
Episode 4 might come.
5 minutes after this. We'll see.
Betul dah habis.
Okay, apa kata-kata terakhir daripada Nafis?
Jadi A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Dengan itu kesimpulan yang kita boleh buat daripada perbincangan kita pada petang ini, pada malam ini ialah it's okay. That's all for me. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Bye, guys.
Bye.